dip in your hip and glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is Rift Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Sensitive/offensive content disclaimer. Please note that this podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Wow, look at that, guys. Even battle germs for you. How you doing? And welcome to this bright and wonderful Tuesday. Yes, I added a second camera. Now, I used to do it this way a long time ago, and I've been like updating and adding. So it's like I want you guys to be able to really see the cards as well. So, and again, I'm going to be doing the, this is my cheat sheet, of course, for the 5-direction rune read. And that's what we're going to be doing today. And I will get to as many people as possible. But let's say hello to everybody in the room. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow to the Rift Nation Network. It is the place to be. It is awesome here. Trust me. And if you'd like to become a host or a co-host of a show, don't be afraid to send a message, okay? Presently, right now, we are looking for kind of like somebody to do a Monday night show. More details, you can literally take a look, see what's going on, and send a message over to Facebook or send an email over to the riftnationnetwork at gmail.com and ask Ed, and Ed can explain everything to you. And again, this episode and many episodes after has been brought to you by Ghosts of Staunton. Check them out. Don't forget about Boo's Paranormal Equipment. Definitely the place to get your latest when you're paranormal hunting. And of course, SS Crystal and Crafts. My goodness, that's what we're doing today. Yeah, this is what I see. This is the part you guys don't see. So this is what you don't see me hold on to this, and that's why it's like you see me look down. So now you get to see everything I do. So this is going to be really cool. So let's see who we got in here. Let's say a few highs here. Lyndon Nielsen. Hello. And hello, Kelly Carell. Hello. Let's see. Mr. Odell himself is in the house. And then we've got Michelle LeBlanc and Jennifer Frost Castilla. Of course, welcome. Monica S. And Crazy Org, who is the one that wants marble cake with peanut butter pie filling. That's just a weird combination, kid. So we're going to start off at the top, as always, and work my way down. So, and again, this is some of the things you guys see me looking down and grabbing, because normally this crystal's in this hand. or when I'm doing it. So I sit there and I focus and I concentrate on a couple things that happens. Now you get to see the whole deal, and you'll say, hey, you didn't shuffle. So what the heck? This is what happens here. So yes, you can tell that. Oh, yeah, these are my other glasses, and this is my pen. Oh, and those are my aura photos. You don't need to see those. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to start right off with the first one that was in the room, and then we'll go over to the second one. Stay in the room, guys, okay? Stay in the room. I'll try to get to as many of you as I can. And again, we're going to do the 5 direction again today because I really do think that it explains a lot more. So I'm going to call out the first 3 names. And of course, if you don't want to read, please let me know you do not want to be read. You're just watching my goofy antics, which is awesome too. But okay, we're going to start off with Linda Nielsen over on YouTube, Kelly Carell on YouTube. Mr. Odell, if you'd like to read, let me know, please. And let's see. Then we have Michelle LeBlanc. Those are the first 3 all over on YouTube right now. Hello, Miss Michelle. Okay, so we're going to start off, do some shuffling, and find out what happens. Now, as usual, this 5 card spread, which is pretty awesome, and I've got to shut the music off. I knew I forgot something. I always forget something. It's like when I go to the store, I'm always forgetting something. Yeah, new setup. I wanted the second camera. This one I can actually turn a light on too, so you guys can see the cards a little better. And I flipped the camera so you could reading. Okay, no problem. I always ask just in case. All right, so let's start off with the first position, second, third, fourth. Okay, let's move that 4th and 5th position. Now, this is the way they're actually running. Some of these are upside down. Heligas cannot be upside down because no matter what you do with it. So you only worry about it if it's a card that has to be upside down, okay? So that's what we're actually doing. Now, the first one, of course, is the upside down card, which is a radio. Radio. So what we are actually, again, here comes the crystal in here, because this one I'm holding the cards up. So, my God. So radio has to do with the wheel movement, okay? A lot of movement in the wheel. So the first position, which is the past, influences on your Corey. And again, I am reading from this sheet right here, which is very hard with the computer glasses, but I make do. So in the past, they're saying there was issues with movement, moving forward. There things weren't exactly going the way that you wanted to, as far as the way things were moving, we either stuttering or going slow. Thank you very much. So they weren't exactly going in the direction that you wanted them to. And again, this is in the past, okay? So, and again, that's what it's doing. If it was right side up, it would be the other way. Now, this is number 2, which is Heligas. Now, Heligas, again, looks like the letter H. And this one is problems and potential obstacles on your upcoming path. Okay? And again, this is for Linda. This is your upcoming path. So we're looking at Heligas. Now, Heligas is talking about air, talking about transformation, the way things are going, a new beginning. Sometimes, and again, these are problems and potential obstacles. A new beginning can be an obstacle to somebody if they don't know how to let go. Sometimes people will do what is known as crash and burn, and this is the way that I put it to everybody. When a toddler learns to walk, do they just get up and run? No, they fall a couple of times. Why? Because they're learning. And that's what happens. We need to understand that when we do have that step, we're learning. Okay, so that's a potential for you, hon. Okay, now in the third position, of course, we have Tiwas. Hello, Donna Wallace. Awesome. We're doing the 5-directional spread. 5-directional spread. Thank you very much. I wanted everybody to see what I was doing. So I said, you know what? Let me hook up the second camera and see how this looks. Besides, it looks like I'm actually talking to someone when I'm not. So I don't know. Anyways, in the third position, we are dealing with strokes of luck and other beneficial influences working in your favor. Now, this is coming from the third position in the 5-directional spread. Okay. This is TWAS we're looking at right now. Now, TWAS has to do with like victory. Also has to do with warriors. The way that we do it. In other words, the never giving up type spirit. Okay. So you keep working. You have like victory on your side, victory in your corner is what they're saying. So even though you had this in the past and you do have the potential of the new beginning, which sometimes stops us from going, it's saying that, okay, victory is there, hon. Do not give up. Keep going the way that you wanted to. Things are actually going to get there the direction, blah, 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 the way that you want it to. Okay, so the next one we're dealing with here is immediate outcome. Now, this is immediate, not long term, but immediately we have favour. Favour, of course, looks like an F that's reaching towards the sky. And these are the cards I read. Again, I can't even see that. So, oh my God. Yeah. So, this is the Feiyu. Now, Feiyu deals with wealth. Okay. And it also deals with like a motherly type energy, is what it's actually dealing with. This is really an awesome thing to actually happen because we'll have the financial gain from the hard work. This is the past. We have the Heligas, which we explained. The next position is what's coming. So it's going to bring the monetary type gain into you. But prosperity also means the way that we are as individuals, the way that we are with others. Prosperity will be coming towards you. Now, the final outcome, which is rune represents both the eventual outcome and the lesson that you should have learned by the experience. Now, Zeus deals with Odin. Odin, everybody knows, the one-eyed god that spent many times hanging upside down on what some people call the hangman, in order to gain the knowledge of Yggdrasil, which is the tree of life. So what are we dealing with here? We're dealing with our ancestors. We're dealing with Odin. We're dealing with God-like ability. So what we have is something that was always in your corner meant to be. This is coming towards you in the long term. Stay on the track. Watch for your obstacles, okay? Your obstacle card. Watch for those, and things should go in the direction that you want them to go into. And again, that's what the runes are actually recommending for you today. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying the new split screen here. I just thought it would be a lot cooler. So that one was for Linda. Let me go back up here. After Linda, we have Miss Kelly Carell. After Kelly Carell, we had Michelle LeBlanc. So we have Kelly Carell up next. And we're doing the 5-card spread, which is the 5 directions, or us, the pointed star. What is a star? Us. Us. If you do this, you're a star. Oh my God, look, jiggly old. Oh, anyways. All right, let's do this. Hi, Miss Kelly Carell over on YouTube. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. I have an upcoming move with my family. Love being able to. Good. So, and as you can see, I don't think anybody could actually read what's on these cards. We'll test that theory, but it's not up yet. So, all right, let's see what we got going on here. This is for Kelly Carell, first position. Othello is upside down. Second one, Winjo, upside down. Oh my goodness. Perthro is also upside down. My goodness. Eros, outcome is good, is right side up. And okay. Now these cannot be upside down. That's pretty good. So the outcome cards are not upside down, but the other ones actually are. And again, what's the first position has to deal with your past, okay? Its influences on you. And then sometimes the past can actually bring us down, is what it is. So now we have Othello. Sorry. Anyways, so Othello deals with inherited property, generics, and get that out of my way. it deals with inherited property, your genetics, which means that something inside you, it's the way that we thank you, the way that we act and react. This is what it's talking about right now. The way that you acted and reacted to certain situations is in the past is going to change. Things are going to get a little bit easier for you. The way that you're acting and reacting to things. Okay, if you can understand that. So it's going to be moving a little slow, a little bit better for you. Now, Winjo deals with obstacles. Okay, so now we're dealing with problems and potential obstacles that are coming to you on your path in the second position. Now, the second position, we are dealing with Winjo. Now, Winjo normally means joy. Your obstacle is your sadness. The opposite of joy is sadness. So it's upside down. See, there's no way anybody can read these things. Anyway, so the opposite of joy is sadness. So when we are going through and letting go of certain things and moving, sometimes it's hard not to let depression or sadness or even guilt get to us. It eats away at us. And your obstacle or your challenge in this particular reading is to not allow it to consume you. Do not allow depression or things getting you down to consume you at all. Don't allow it. That is the challenge. That's the obstacle that you have to face. Now we have Perthrow. And again, Perthrow deals with strokes of luck and other beneficial influences working in your favor. And we have an upside down card here. So we're going to see what the heck this one is. Now, Perthrow deals with your hearth, deals with your home, divination, luck, and primal law. Now, this is because it's upside down, it's not dealing with your home itself, it's dealing with things away from you. Okay. In other words, your home might be a stressing point, but the things that are going to come to you, which are going to be, is things away from home. There will be a little bit of stresses, a little bit of sadness here and there, but there is a way to combat that. This is your travel, your job, your new job. Caregiver, nursing, something like that. So this is coming up. This is going to be helpful for you. You're not going to be as down as you normally were if you can understand that. Okay, now the immediate outcome that's coming to you is Eros. See, can't read that, guys. See, no way. Okay, now Eros. Sorry. All right, so Eros is actually coming in right now, and we're talking primal creativity, gateway, power, forces, things that are actually coming into play. This is a really good card to have, okay? So this particular card comes in, we have a lot of power, we have a lot of energy, so things are working in your favor. Now, this is the immediate outcome. It could be a jump to actually running a particular section or working in an area that would be really good. This is the immediate outcome that's going to be coming towards you, which is really good. Now, remember, runes are art of divination. This is divining. This isn't tarot. This isn't, I'm channeling through the runes is what we're doing. Now, this is Navis. Navis comes in and has to do with your necessities. Pretty much all of your needs and all your basic needs are met. Transportation is met, housing is met. Everything is going to be fine. You're not going to have to worry about your basic expenses, which means what? It means that eventually things aren't going to be so like, I'm going to choke the life out of you when you look at your wallet, it's empty and butterflies fly out. No, it's going to get to the point where things are going to be a lot better for you financially and also emotionally, which is awesome. You got the job at our local hospital. That's a place for you to be, honey. You're a very intelligent individual and you are very knowledgeable at your job, and they're the type to really allow you to be you and in the best way it can. Made it via device. Hello, Miss Nikki. And that is That was for you. Very, very awesome, dear. And the next one I had was also over on YouTube. And let's see if we can get down here. See, I got to keep going back and forth to read this. Okay, hold on. Let me get these shuffle these. Hold on. We had Michelle LeBlanc. Michelle LeBlanc is up next. After Michelle LeBlanc, hold on. After Michelle LeBlanc is Jennifer Foster. Okay, oh my God, we'll just call you Jennifer Foster because I'm going to butcher your last name. You're welcome, honey. And then after Jennifer is Monica S. So those are the next three contestants on. Oh my God, this is your reading. So if you guys are still here, let me know you're here. Makes it a little easier to channel when I know that you're in the room. Some of my regulars are always in the room, so it's easy for me to pick up on their energy. So let's see. And again, let's see. It's Miss LeBlanc. I think hopefully I'm pronouncing this correctly over on YouTube. If you are here, we can find out what's going on here. All right, now. Those are the next three. Hopefully you guys can hear me and everything is going awesome. There we go. Michelle LeBlanc, I got a rose. Awesome. This one is for you. First position. Good. Teresa's upside down obstacles. Well, it kind of makes sense, actually. Get that out of the way. Clean off your desk, Susan. Fourth. Issa cannot be upside down, so don't worry about it. Dagas also cannot be an upside down card. All right, so now we're dealing with, right off the bat, in the first position. Let me get a swig of coffee. Now you guys get to see the stuff I do on my desk. Oh, sure, hold on. Okay, so we're dealing with Kenny Sass. Okay, Kenny Sass is in the first position, and again, we're dealing with the past and its influences on you, who you are, your personality, and things that actually come into play with you. Kenny Sass is fire. So your past, and again, fire knowledge. This is the things that influenced you in the past, was that fire energy, or maybe too much fire when you need to bring the flame down a bit. Sometimes these are the things that influence you. Knowledge is key. Okay, knowledge is key, and you know that. So there was a lot of that actually happening right now. And again, they're saying this is what influenced you in the past. Now, Thurizaz, of course, is upside down in the second position, and Thurizaz deals with problems and potential obstacles on your past. Now, Thurizaz normally represents, oh my God, I'm having a brain fart here. Thurizaz normally represents Thor. Also polarity, protection, regeneration. So instead of regenerating something, it's going to be pretty much the same old, same old. That's some individuals, no matter how hard you work, you cannot seem to move forward. Okay. And it's like it's just keep going. It's what it's doing because it's upside down. So it's not going to regenerate into something new or be a new birth. It's kind of like the same old, same old. That for some individuals is a bit of an obstacle. That's what's better there. And sometimes that happens. It creates an obstacle for us where it's a challenge because we deal with the same thing day in and day out. Wake up, get coffee, go to work, eat lunch, go back to work, come home, eat supper, take a shower, clean the house, go to bed, get up, do the same thing. That type of repetitive thing. And that seems to be a bit of an obstacle coming up for you right now. Now we have Birkenau. Now, Birkenau is, of course, also upside down. But this is strokes of luck and other beneficial influences working in your favor, which is really odd to have an upside down card of things that work in your favor. So what we're dealing with right now is Birkenau. Now, Birkenau has to deal with birth. And again, it also deals with the motherly influences. It deals with the earth mother. So instead of the earth, I would flip this to somewhere in the sky. And again, I would deal with sky gazing, moon gazing, star gazing, um, literally making pictures in the clouds. Everything it seems to be in the sky for you at the moment, which is a higher up type energy. It's like your chakra is moving up into a higher dimension. Thank you, higher dimensional energy coming into play here for you, and it's starting to come down more and more. So this is why this particular thing is beneficial. Isa represents ice, and this is in the fourth position, which is the immediate outcome. Ice sometimes stands still. Sometimes ice creates beautiful elemental type things. We're dealing with, again, cosmic coherence, which means understanding. So if you are looking to expand your knowledge, get into the Akashic records, or expand your, thank you, psychic gifts, they're saying yes, psychic gifts. When we're expanding our psychic gifts, this is something that is coming in towards you, okay? And it's in the cards for you, hon. It's there. That's the immediate outcome. Isa is going to do that for you. Now, Dagas, sorry. Dagas is the next position. And again, this room represents both the eventual outcome and the lesson you need to learn from this experience that's going to be happening to you, okay? So we're dealing with Dagas, and I'm having a brain fart on Dagas. It does come up. Dawn, thank you. Dawn, intuition, God. Everything for you has to do with your psychic abilities. Okay? Don't shut down. Do not second guess yourself. You need to learn to just go with it. If you get an instinct to say something or post something, do it. If you are developing empathic energy, empathic ability, and you're feeling something and you know it's not you, it's like, oh my God, my arm is killing me and it's not me, post it. It could be someone out there that needs to hear it. And that's the way I started doing it, was posting on Facebook. So those things are actually going to help you, which is really good. And then we'll go back and we'll see who the next name is. I'm going to get to as so many people as I can, honey. I kind of go in order as they come into the room. Oh my God, rising sun with autism, and he also has OCD. Yes, same wheel every day. Love outside at night, looking for peace from the stars and rising energy. Yes, that's it. Autism, textures, things with textures. I had a son who would be considered on the cusp of autism. He's 30 something now. He couldn't leave the house without a stuffed animal. And what was it? 101 Dalmatian small dog. And it was the texture that kept him calm, the type of animal it was. So you can always try that. You can always try that. Oh, thank you so much, honey. All right, let's see what we have. All right, and again, okay, we did Linda, we did Kelly Carell, we did Michelle LeBlanc. We have Jennifer Jennifer Castilla, huh? Jennifer Castilla over on Facebook. After Jennifer on Facebook, we have Monica S over on YouTube. That's who we have coming up here, guys. So come on down. I think it's Jennifer Frost Castilla. Mine is 33. Yes, texture. Yes, textures help. So, but think my mother had OCD, and my man has OCD. And my mother didn't call it OCD; she called it put the back where it belongs. So that's what she called it. Hey, house is always clean. It's teaching me how to organize. That's the problem. Okay, Jennifer, you still here, my dear? After Jennifer, we have, and again, I'm moving down the list really quickly here. Monica S is here. Jennifer over on Facebook. If you're here, please let me know. We can always start off with, oh, God, don't you love it when that happens? We can start off with Monica S and then go over to, yeah, I kind of like this two-tone type thing happening here. It's pretty cool. So it's like I'm having a staff meeting right here because there's two cameras actually happening. We call it issues. My mother just called it put the effing thing back where it belongs. She says, not so these OCDs, don't put it away. So we used to chuckle about it. All right. So we have Monica S. Jennifer, if you're still here on Facebook, please check in. I'm going to read Monica S. first. And then Jennifer, we can read you right after. And Jennifer is from Facebook. Let's see what we got. Number 1, Lagoose, upside down. Othello, that's good. Good. Isa cannot be upside down. We have ice up in there, which is awesome. Now these also cannot be upside down. Kenny's eyes can sort of, yes, see how arrow faces that way or the arrow faces that way. So it really depends. So what it is, we call it issues. Yeah. So in the first position, what we're dealing with is the 5 directions. I find it a little bit more accurate and a little bit more helpful, okay? So in the 5 directions, and again, this is the past, it influences on you, past and part that actually created part of who you are right now and what's coming for you, okay? That's what we're dealing with right now. Now, as far as Lagoose is water, Lagoose is normally water and living renewal. So instead of water, we're dealing with the opposite of water, okay? Which is kind of like very dry, Sahara Desert type. Having too much coffee in one day and no water. Yeah. So this is what we're actually dealing with coming in right now. Okay, so this is coming in. Instead of things being renewal, thank you, they were stagnant. Thank you very much. And instead of fertile, things were kind of like going not really moving in the direction that you wanted it to. But this actually created part of who you are. Sometimes when we have a rough past, it creates that go-getter in the future. So it really just does depend. Now, the next one we have coming up in the second position, which is problems, potential obstacles on your path. This is Othello. Othello deals with your ancestors. It also deals with inherited property and genetics. Now, this is problems. So when we're dealing with ancestors, this could be a problem coming up with relatives. This is a lesson problem. This is how we react. Not how we act, but how we react to certain situations, how we absorb it, how we get through it. And this is like part of your obstacles and some more lessons that you need to learn. And once we learn them, you got to remember they stop. Like once a child learns how to walk, they get up and they start running. I swear to God, they go from walk to run in 2.5 seconds. That's the way they do it. Now, Isa is coming up in the third position. Isa is ice. So we're dealing with stroke of luck and other beneficial influences working in your favor. Now, how can ice work in your favor? Well, if you are an individual who refuses to give up and you keep moving towards that certain direction, sooner or later, that ice becomes solid. Okay. And this is what we're working towards, that solidness, that grounding is what it is we have. And again, this one is for Monica S. Okay. We're also dealing with understanding. We're dealing with the cosmic coherence, which is understanding of universal things, understanding why things happened. It gives you that deep understanding where it gives you that solid ice ground. Okay. Well, this isn't ice, it's quartz, but you get the drift. Now we have coming up Navies. Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting I got 2 cameras here, which is cool. Now these is what we have coming up. And this is the immediate income, the immediate outcome. Thank you. We're dealing with necessities. Your basic needs and necessities are all going to be met. And again, we're talking emotionally, physically, and mentally. Things are going to become stable for you. We just need to get through. We need to remember this lesson. We need to work on this and create that ice block. Then everything will be better for you because it's going to give you an understanding of where you've been. Now, the next one we have is, of course, an upside down card, and this has to do with the final. Okay, we have Kenny Zaz. Now, Kenny Zaz is in the position of both the eventual income and the lesson that you need to learn. Now, and again, the outcome and the lesson, not knowledge. Okay, if you're not dealing with knowledge, you're dealing with understanding. Okay, it isn't written knowledge, but it's understanding. Okay, we're not dealing with a burning fire, but we're dealing with movement. Okay, we're dealing with things moving in a more equal direction. So we do have this understanding coming in. Okay, fire, ice. We have that ice, which is good. But the ice isn't going to freeze your emotions. It's just things are going to be a lot more smoother for you. Okay, so instead of thank you, and again, instead of knowledge, there's finally understand why sometimes things happen the way they do. Once we seem to understand our lesson, it's a lot easier for us to accept. So that's moving forward in that way. And again, over on Facebook, I'm going to try to call one more time Miss Jennifer. If you are here, Jennifer Frost Castilla, if you are here, let's see, and then we'll go back up and see who else we have here. Okay, we have Jennifer Frost Castilla. If you are here, please let me know. Monica S., that was for you. And now we have Michelle also over on Facebook, Michelle Caps. Over on Facebook, we have Michelle Caps. And then, let's see, Donna Wallace also on Facebook. So come on down, guys. Come on down. Let's get these rolling. I'll shuffle off the buffalo. Those are the names, guys, that I have coming up. Come on, check in. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the truth ring look. All right, we got Michelle here. Awesome. Okay, so Michelle's coming up, so we're going to do a little bit more shuffling just because we're going to call a Michelle. Okay, we'll do Michelle, and then we'll do Donna Wallace. Okay, so Michelle is first. Miss Caps. What do we got going on here? And Zeus passed. Solo. Lagus. Nanas. Haha. Heligas. Heligas. Solo. See? Look. Solo. 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 No difference. Some runes, it really doesn't matter whether they're right side up or not. Okay, you're welcome, honey. All right, first one we're dealing with, of course, is the one that's your past influences on who created who you are. And I like to deal with that because every second that we move forward, we've learned something and we're becoming someone different. Okay, so Jennifer, if you do come back in over on Facebook, please let me know. We'll do your reading. So right now we're dealing with Michelle, and then we'll do Donna Wallace, my Scottish sister from another mister. So we go, and Zeus is the first card we're dealing with, and that has to do with the past, the way that you were influenced. We're dealing with, instead of like ancestors, you were more influenced by people around you, not close family, but we're talking mostly some friends, some colleagues, loved ones, but not blood related. Family is where the influences were coming in, who created who you are. So what we're dealing with is like somebody, like a down to earth type influence that really created the energy around you right now, which I don't understand what they're trying to say. So give me a minute. So this one, position number 2, we're dealing with problems and potential obstacles is what we're actually dealing with. Now, in this particular one, we're dealing with the sun, which is the thunderbolt, the wheel of the year, the sun. Okay, this is like a sudden coming in. So there is something coming in that is going to be a sudden movement, a sudden move. Okay, whether it's a move forward, whether it's something around you right now that could be creating, or a business actually moving from one direction to another, there is a movement that's actually coming in for you. Okay, so this is something sudden. That's a big challenge for you, just to kind of go with the flow. Okay, trust you and your instincts rather than those around you. Okay, listen to yourself and your ancestors this time, is what it's actually saying. Now, again, this is your luck when we're dealing with beneficial influences that are actually working in your favor. And the luck, hello, Miss Estamoras. This is Legoose. Now, Legoose, instead of a water and instead of renewal, we're not dealing with renewal. We're dealing with same old, same old. This is wrong to run in your favor. So say if you have been doing massage, say you do massages and you do it with the same oil all the time. There's no changing this oil. You need to just continue. Okay, this for some reason is what's bringing the energy back to you, bringing the people back to you. It's the way that they're feeling. Okay, so changing anything up is something that they're not suggesting kind of keeping things the same on an even keel. That's going to work in your favor. Now the number 4, it deals with immediate outcome, is what we're dealing with right now. Now, the immediate income that we have coming, of course, is menas. Now, menas looks like an M with a cross in the middle, or I guess you could call it kind of like an hourglass with an extended side, so you can hang it on the wall. I don't know. Anyways, we're dealing with menas. Menas deals with men, divine union, manifestation. Okay. Excuse me. So you are going to have this. You are going to have this energy. Thank you. Divine union. Thank you. So this energy that's coming to you to be able to manifest what's happening. Things are going to start. Thank you. You're not manifesting it. You've manifested it by working with these. Working with these. You started the manifestation on the final outcome. Okay. And this is going to take you to the direction that you need to go into, because it has that energy. Things that you've been thinking about are actually going to start happening. This is coming. This is going to happen. This is awesome type situation. So this is what we're actually dealing with right now, which is really cool, because what we have coming in is Heligas. Now, Heligas is the final outcome, and also the lesson that you should have learned. Heligas is air. Okay. What else is air? Transformation, new beginnings, egg of life. Things are going to start really moving. And I think you've had Heligas and a read before. Things are going to start really moving in a positive direction. This is the direction it's taking. All we need to do is remember that's the past. This is what created who you are. These, and again, we have our obstacles. We have things we need to listen to. Okay. So obstacles, listen. Quick outcome, final income. We want that. We want that transformation. We want that honest, awesome energy coming in towards us is what we want. And again, that was for Michelle. Now we have Mrs. Donna Wallace. Miss Donna Wallace. That's funny. Donna Wallace. My father's first name was Wallace. Spelled the same way. That's weird. Oh, you like the 2 cameras. Awesome. We're moving right up the list today. Miss Jennifer Castilla, if you are still here on the Facebook page, please let me know, guys. Right now, I am going to read Miss Donna Wallace. This is who I'm going to read. So let's see. Read you right now and see what's coming. You're welcome, hon. Okay, first position, second position. Oh my goodness, here. What's going on, girl? Really? Oh, okay. Let me get a swig on this one. Yeah, that should be, honey. There's nobody after me tonight. I had Mystic Mayhem after me. And I don't like to run too close to when they're coming on. Creates conflict. It's not cool. So I'm a cool doobie. Yep, I should have time, hon. All right, so we have coming in, and again, this is the past, the things that influence you. who you are as an individual, the way you act, the way you react. This the first position is that card, okay? And what we're actually talking about right now is Enzus. And again, instead of gods, it has to do with in its ancestors. The things that influence you the most were friends, okay? Not family, not ancient ancestors, nothing like that. Your friends around you kind of influenced and created who you are at the moment. And I don't know why that's important, but the next one we have coming up is Iwas. Now, Iwas is in the problems and potential obstacles coming for you, okay? And this is problems and potential obstacles. So instead of twin gods, we're dealing with one, single, okay? And instead of relationships, we're dealing with things not moving, two people not moving together correctly. Okay, so this is not working. It needs to separate. And again, this could be business. This could be a potential, like, say, business relationship, roommates type of situation. Things are not going. So the obstacle is dealing with that and having the ability to try to do, excuse me, to try to move things in a correct position. Because sometimes when two people aren't getting along, a lot of times they will just go, is what happens. And if this is an obstacle, that means you need to figure out the correct way to create that namaste, that peacefulness within you. Okay. Now we have coming in strokes of luck and other beneficial influences. These are things that are working in your favor. And again, this really does look like an hourglass with nothing hanging on the wall. It's called Dagas. Now, wow, Dagas, just like, okay, Dagas deals with the dawn, it deals with intuition, it deals with the light within you. So things that are coming in your favor is your intuition and your instincts are going to start coming into play. Because rather than listening to everybody, you're listening to you. Okay? So listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, listen to your instincts, listen to what it is that you need. This is going to assist you. This is a benefit for you right now. Now, EWAS comes, and EWAS is the immediate outcome that you can see from all of this. This deals with your past, your obstacles, and your luck. Okay? Your luck and things that work for you is your intuition, your instincts. You need to learn to trust that. Okay? Hello, Z Sun Dragon. All right, so we have EWAS coming into play right now. All right, so now EWAS is coming in the immediate outcome. And that one is, oh my goodness, EWAS is dealing with the tree of life, Yggdrasil. Ooh, okay, dreaming magic. Some people are dream shifters, dream travelers, or we have dreams that are dreams of premonitions because we're getting intuition and now we're getting dreams. Okay, so connect the two. So this is something that either we're dreaming that will become true. Dreams like waking dreams. You picture yourself as, some people picture themselves selecting a gold medal at the Olympics. Other people just, everybody pictures yourself as something different. This is more of, you're just still the reach, okay? The seven realms, the 9 realms of Yggdrasil, which is how they stretch. And Yggdrasil is the center of all the realms that are connected together. Okay, and that's what Odin found out. And that's what we're dealing with there. Now, the final outcome that we have, and again, or the lesson that you should learn from the experiences and things that should happen is radio. Radio. So, we have radio coming into play here. Oh my goodness. I know. Radio is the wheel. It's dealing with the information that's just flowing in. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I seem to be doing this. I have to look this way for that way for this. But you know what? That's okay. You guys don't want to see me. You just want to hear me anyway. So we're dealing with radio right now. Now, radio comes in with wheel movement, rhythm, solar energy. Okay, so this is a higher up energy that's coming in movement. Things are going to be, thank you, things are going to be moving in the direction that you wanted to take it into. So if there was an issue with an EWAS, it will be fixed. Okay, so you just need to work with the things that is happening for you right now. Oh yeah, it's the crystal that I grabbed that you guys normally don't see. So, and this is the one I channel with, is I've always used this one. So let's see. And again, that was for Miss Jonna Wallace. And then let's see, let's go back up again. I named a couple people, but oh my goodness. Okay. That was Jonna Wallace on Facebook. Fire truck milk. Hi, Nana. Justin? Is that my grandson? Oh my goodness. I'll work on it, honey. All right, hold on. Who's up next? We have, oh my goodness, I gotta go all the way to the beginning here. Okay, we did Linda, we did Kelly, we did Michelle. Jennifer, if you're here, please let me know. She was one that was not here. Linda, I read. Michelle, I think I read her. I know, honey. I know who you are. Okay, we have Donna Wallace. We've read. I'm trying to see who else is here. Who else do we have? We got Nikki, Rhonda Harris, and Allison Benjington is who we have up next. Of course I do. Jeepers, I'm 66% Viking. So yeah. All right. So fire truck milk over on Kicks is my grandson Justin. Does not live around here. So those are the next 3 names that I've called. So please come on down if I did call your name. Viking. All right, we got Miss Nikki. Okay, Miss Nikki, let's see what we got going on here. First position, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, Jiraz, not upside down. Now these is not upside down. We have Eros that is upside down. So rather than releasing, it's catching. If you look at it, see, catching and releasing is what we're dealing with. Now, in the actual first position, yes, of course I did. You're such a goofball. No, Ancestry, DNA, did that. Lots you don't know that's been going on. Okay, so the past and its influence is on everything that you are and who created who you are. Okay, this is who created who you are. And this has to do with radio. Okay, so radio deals with wheel, it deals with movement, it deals with solar energy and rhythm. It's the way that things actually progressed with you, the wheel, the things that the way that we were moving, the way that we were actually going forward. This is who created who you are. You had this nonstop energy about you, this energy that just would not give up. Thank you. This is a not give up type of energy, okay, is what it was. Now, the next one we have coming in, which deals with problems and potential obstacles in your path, is in the number 2 position. So these are obstacles and things that you need to work on yourself. And again, we're dealing with now these, okay? Now, oh my goodness, what the heck? Seriously? Inappropriate. Ugh. Totally inappropriate. I'm here to help people. Yep. Okay, so now these is actually coming in. Now these is in the number 2 position, which deals with problems, potential obstacles that are coming up in your path. Okay, This is what we're dealing with right now. Now these actually comes into play. And what we're dealing with, and again, that just threw me off. So give me a minute. I'll get back on track here. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Now these necessities, needs. Okay, we're dealing with your needs, everyday needs and functions that you have. This is something that seems to be a bit of an obstacle. So I'm saying emotionally, mentally, physically. These are things that are coming in. It creates a bit of an obstacle. Okay, these are an obstacle for you. So let's deal with that. Okay, deal with your basic needs and situations and things first. Okay, this is the first thing you need to deal with. Now we have coming into the third position, which deals with stroke of lucks and other beneficial influences working in your favor. Okay, things actually working in your favor. Working in your favor is actually Gerard. Gerard is coming in and it deals with earth energy, the right action, circles, cycles, the way things are actually moving, the circle, the movement. Help me out. Sorry, I've gotten talking to guys at the same time. So when I say help me out, that's what's happening. So the right action, the way things are actually progressing and moving, everything's going to progress good. And this is a good luck for you. It might seem you might be saying, okay, it's a little fast, a little fast. No, it's not fast. It's actually moving in a really, really good direction for you. Now, the final outcome, okay, not the final outcome, but the immediate outcome, we're dealing with Eros, okay? Now, Eros is actually coming in right here. Eros is dealing with the hot flashes, is dealing with power. And again, so instead of power, we're dealing with drainage. Instead of a gateway, we're dealing with blocks. Okay. So, and again, so if you've been looking to get things to stop coming, this card is saying it's going to happen. You're going to block these. Okay. It's actually going to block you and not help in that connection. All right, here we go. Now we're dealing with Othello. Now, Othello actually comes into play, and again, this is your final outcome, okay? Your final thing that happens, or the lesson that you need to learn, because you are dealing with the rune representation, both eventual outcome and the lesson that you should have learned. Okay, so this is coming in. This is Othello. This is the final thing. This is ancestor. Okay, we're dealing with. Oh my God! Sorry, block. I have no idea what's going on, but this is ridiculous. Okay, seriously. So Othello is actually coming in right now, and it's coming in and it's talking about your ancestors, inherited property, genetics. These are things that are coming in for you. Okay, and they're coming in. And all of these things are actually going to move and work in a good position. I'm trying to get back on track, but you know, what are you going to do? You have haters. It is what it is, and yeah, I keep blocking, and I don't know what the heck is going on. So I just really do not appreciate that. So I did. They're blocked. Yeah. So that's definitely not my grandson. Anyways, so the next one up was, oh my goodness, was Rhonda. Okay, so now we're dealing with Rhonda. Let's snap out of this, ignore the haters, and keep moving forward. All right. So Rhonda, we're dealing with the 5 directions. Moving out of control. Thank you, hon. Yeah. I don't know. If Kicks doesn't work and that's all we're going to get, we'll just take the channel off. It's really no big deal. But yeah, okay. So now what we're moving in is the 5 directions, okay? This is what we're talking. And again, this is Rhonda. Ooh, Inguas. Good. Manas. Good. Okay, let's find out why that is upside down. Perthro is also upside down. Not necessarily always bad to have an upside down card. You're welcome, honey. Yeah, it is not bad. It's not bad. I'm glad you like seeing the cards. So this is what it is that you get to see, which is cool. So, okay. So, and again, this was the second camera. And I says, you know what? Let me hook this up and see what's going on. So that's what we have. So the first one, Ingwas, is dealing with the past and its influences on you. Okay. This is Ingwas. Ingwas is coming in and we're dealing with fertility, true love, music, harmony, things in the past. Ooh. Past influences were things that brought, excuse me, peace and harmony into your life. But sometimes stress happens. It's how we react to it. It was more difficult. Thank you. It was a little bit more difficult for you to react to certain things. So let's find out if that's actually still an obstacle. But what influenced you was the peaceful part of things and situations that happened actually around you. Now, Menas is coming in, and these are problems and potential obstacles in your path. Okay, these are things that are coming forward to you as Menas. Now, Menas is actually coming in, and your obstacles are divine. Wow, honey, your obstacle is a divine union. I'm not laughing, I swear to God. So, and again, it's male energy. So this is divine union actually coming into play. This is like a true partnership. This is an obstacle for you. And again, why? Because for some reason there seems to be miscommunication. Okay, miscommunication within two people sometimes does create a rift, and this is what's coming in. This union, this male energy, this divine union, things that are meant to be, they're not speaking correctly to each other is the correct way to put that. Now, Kenny's ass, yeah, Kenny's ass is actually coming in, and this is dealing with your luck, and it's upside down, which is really weird. So we're dealing with things that are actually your stroke of luck and other beneficial influences working in your favor. Okay, so this is in the upside down direction. So instead of water, we're dealing with fire. Instead of knowledge, you need to deal with experience. So your luck is experience, not knowledge, and water, not fire. These are the things that are going to work in your favor. Okay. Water is movement. Okay. Fire has to have that part of it in order to keep creating the fire within it. Okay. So work on this. Continue looking at this. This is actually a good thing. Perthrow comes in, and Perthrow is the immediate outcome in position. Oh, the immediate outcome come into play. We're dealing with luck, primal law, divine union, and hearts. So this is not your home. The final outcome doesn't have anything to do with your home life. It has to do with outside your home life. Okay, extracurricular activities, things that you do. This is what this is. All of this is going to come into play, and it doesn't deal with any changes within your home, your union. It deals more because it's upside down. So it's dealing with things outside of your house, like being a member of a large ghost hunting group. Sometimes things happen because there are so many people. It's like being in a round is when you're a kid. You say one thing, and by the time it ends up another. So that doesn't actually work. Now, the next one we have coming out is Enzus. Now, Enzus deals with the rune that actually represents both eventual outcome and the lesson that you should have learned from your experience. Okay, that's what we're dealing with right now. Now, Enzus is coming in. What are we dealing with? We're dealing with our ancestors. We're dealing with gods. We're dealing with Odin, okay, which is the king of the gods. Odin was considered the king of the gods, okay, and that's what these are Nordic roots. That's why. So Enzus comes in, and that's what we're dealing with. We finally have that understanding. We know what's happening. We have that ancestral type energy coming in. And your ancestors were mystical too, by the way. You do have mysticism in your genetic line. So deal with that coming into play for you. So that is actually pretty good. Hey, if I can be that word he told me at the age of 59, I'm doing something right. Anyways. All right. Who did we have after Rhonda? Rhonda, that was for you, honey. All All right, let me take a swig here. Oh, all right, I'm gonna call from final names. I know we have. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Let's see. Okay, let's go back up. Let's see. Hold on. We have who's up next? Okay, we have Alice Benjington. Okay. Donna Brown, if you are here. Samantha Young, if you are here. And Esther Morris, I think are the names that I have. Good. Those are the next names that I've actually called. If I did not read you, please let me know, guys. So we can go a little over today. Nobody's going to cry. Esther's here. Okay. Diane Brown is here. All right. Okay, so we're going to do Diana Brown. So, Miss Diana Brown. Okay, so, and again, if you've never had a divination type reading, is what it is runes actually divine potential outcomes past and future. I mean, I can read on the decks or channel people, but I do find by divining and helping you on your path is the best method. And then I throw in a couple of channels information here and there. So we're dealing with what is called the 5 directions. Jirah cannot be upside down. Heligas cannot be upside down. Awesome. Okay, birth row. Now we're dealing with Ewas, and we're also dealing with Gabo. Okay, so in this 5, we're dealing with 5 positions. I'll get there. I think I can get to you too, honey. We're dealing with Jirah. Now, Jirah is in position 1, and this deals with the past and its influences on your Kori is what we're dealing with, okay? This is your past. This is a part of who influenced who you are. We are dealing with Diana. Diane. Diane. We'll say Diane. Sorry. Everybody pronounces things so differently. It's funny. And, you can't help it. We're dealing with Earth, circles. It's like you would, thank you. They're saying that you took the right action. In other words, you would stop, you think before you actually acted or reacted, if you can understand that. So they're saying in the past, what created who you are as of this moment is stopping to think. And now that might not have always been true, but this is we're saying where you're at right now, which is a good place to be. Then we have Heligas coming in. Now, Heligas deals with problems and potential obstacles that you're going to be facing, things that will be coming up to you. This is in position 2. We're dealing with transformation, air. Air is very transformative, okay? And we're also dealing with the egg of life, not the tree of life. Egg is new beginning. So sometimes starting something new is fearful, and it's an obstacle for you that you need to move forward to go over. Be able to transform or kind of like shapeshift from one thing to another to another to another. You need to have that ability to be able to do that. It's going to help you on your path. So it's one of the lessons they're asking you to actually learn. Now, Perthrow, upside down, lucky card. Isn't that hilarious? So we're dealing with stroke of luck, and other beneficial influences all working in your favor, which is really strange to have an upside down card in this position. But it happens, okay? So we are dealing with, instead of hearth, people away from your home are actually working for you, luckily. Now, instead of dealing with divine primal law, you're dealing with other aspects. Instead of dealing with, help me out here. Okay, so instead of dealing, thank you, with divination, we're dealing with reality. So reality of things, the way they're moving, influences that are outside your home are going to be help guiding you on your path. These are people that do have your best interest at heart. They're going to help move you into a really good direction because they are assisting you. Ewas comes in, okay? EWAS is actually coming in, and this one seems to be in the third position, which deals with strokes of luck and other beneficial influences working in your favor. Yeah, it's my little cheat sheet for what the positions mean. It's like I throw all kinds of different positions and I keep reading it until I can remember it by heart. So now we have EWAS actually coming into play. Now, EWAS is coming in, and this is the immediate outcome, which deals with relationships, uh, twins. It also deals with twins, horses, movement, very fast. Okay. So this is coming into play where twins, two people, union, coming together, things kind of beneficial. And again, this can be, thank you very much. This can be either business, relationship, a business or a partnership or friendship. These things are actually looking to come in, which is a really good place to be. Now, Gabo, which hasn't the first time it actually came up today, Gabo comes in, which looks like a gigantic X. Now, Gabo is in the position that the rune that actually represents both the eternal outcome and the lesson that you should have learned by the experiences, okay? These are things that you either learned or what the final outcome actually is. So this one is coming into play, and I'm having a brain fart on Gabo. So give me a second here. Gabo gifts. Okay, divine interaction. Oh my goodness, it's been a while since this one come out. Yeah, divine interaction. Gabo. It has to do with gifts. And again, thank you. Okay. Okay, explain it that way. Thank you. All right. So the way that I'm actually going to explain it is this. Some individuals will go and they'll get what is known as say they'll end up they want to do Reiki, they want to follow Reiki. They get in tuned for level 1 by a Reiki master teacher. You get in tuned by level 2 by a Reiki master teacher. Now, when you're reaching level 2, some individuals will receive a gift. Some people I know were able to pick up on past lives after that. Other individuals were able to do what is known as psychic surgery to help pull things out, be able to see what's actually happening on the inside. Some either deepen their emotions. This is the aspect that I'm picking up on you. There is something coming, a divine gift that's actually coming forward to you, which is going to be really beneficial to you. So that's pretty awesome. Now we have Miss Esther Morris. And I know I'm running late, so that is what it is. We have Miss Esther Morris and Miss Alice. After that. So Esther, you are up now. Well, thank you so much for watching, hon. I enjoy the company. And I love dragons. You're welcome, hon. Hopefully that helps. All right. So even if you're gifted already, honey, you got more coming. Just wait. Just get a catcher's mitt. Okay. First position. Second. Third. Fourth. Oh, Othello's upside down. That's so weird. All right. Enzus, first position. Past influences on who we are and what we created. Your past influences have to do with your ancestors. And again, this is for Esther Morris. This card actually makes perfect sense. Ancestral energy influenced who you are today more than the people around you, which to me makes a lot of sense. Obstacles, Isa. Isa is ice. Ice, stagnant station, not moving, not going forward, just standing still is a large obstacle for you because you are a go-getter. You want things to move. But your challenge is to be patient with the wait. Yeah, I know. So we're at this standstill with Isa. Okay. That's the obstacle that you need to face. But we're also going to have transformation coming in. So even though you're at a standstill, there's transformation coming. So you need to take that time to learn how to stand still and transform, which I don't know. It's so weird the way it is. Now, Othello, upside down. And this is your lucky card. I know. So this has to do with strokes of luck and other beneficial influences working in your favor. Okay, so Othello, right side up, normally deals with, ancestors, ancestral type energy. It deals with prosperity, but this is actually upside down. So your luck okay, is not your ancestral energy, but the people in your corner. If you think about it, the people that truly know who you are, okay? Those are the ones that are going to help bring you luck, help get you into the direction that you need to. These are individuals around you that you do trust. Sorry, these are actually going to trust you, which is really good. Then we have Winjo. Windows is coming in, and this is the immediate outcome. The immediate outcome actually coming towards you deals with Winjo. Winjo is joy, and it has to do with kinship and inherited. So all of this paid off, and it's finally you have the outcome that you wanted. You have things moving in the direction that you wanted it to. We have this joy. We have this energy coming in, almost like yes, the energy, thank you. The energy that's actually coming in is beneficial towards you. This is joy, this is happiness, this is the things that are finally got to where you wanted to get them to. It took a while for you to get there, but you're finally there, is what they're saying. Again, that's the immediate. Now, Feiyu is upside down. Okay? The Feiyu. Sorry, I was going to hold it up in front of me. I'm so used to doing that, but I hooked up the second camera. All right, now Feiyu is coming into play, and this one is that is the eventual outcome and the lesson that you actually should have learned. So it can represent both what it could actually represent. So now we are actually dealing with, instead of wealth, because Feiyu represents the Fae, also represents wealth. It does represent like the mother. So instead of the mother, we're dealing with a male energy is the final outcome. And we're also dealing with slow moving finances. Thank you. Things coming, but slowly, slowly moving forward is the final outcome. It'll get there, but it just takes that. It takes Isa, which means it takes ice. It takes that obstacle for you to be able to move forward. It takes that standstill type energy for things to come around full circle, if you can understand that. All right, so now we have Miss Alice, and we have 918, and I've definitely gone overboard. I've gone over my time, but we are going to read Miss Alice here. So we're going to read. Okay, Miss Alice, you are up. You're welcome, honey. Hopefully it helps guide you. All right, Miss Alice. We're doing the 5 direction with the runes today is what we're doing. And I'm over my time. Let's see what else is new. Okay. The first one actually coming up, we have Iwa, Navis, Alegas, Dagas, and Isa is what we have for you. So now, Iwas. Iwas is actually coming in for you and coming into play. It's in the past influences on you, your personality, the way that you actually act and react. So your past is actually just get over there. Thank you. Sorry, my headphones were running away. The past, the way they are, the way things actually influence you is actually coming in. And again, we're dealing with relationships. Relationships had a big influence in who you are. Twins, 2 people. So it's having that number, that energy, that movement is actually coming in. This is what influenced who you are. Now these is coming in the position of problems and potential obstacles. Okay, this is your need, shadow work. In other words, working on things you need to let go of. Okay, so we need to let go of certain things and allow ourselves to be able to move forward. Okay, so this is an obstacle for you. Basic function and needs is also going to be an obstacle. These are things that we need to work. You need to work on. I say we, that you actually do need to work on, hon. So work on those. But your luck card is Elegas, which Elegas has also not come up in this reading. Now, the luck, which deals with your stroke of luck, beneficial influences working in your favor. So Elegas is in the right side up position, and this one is working to protection, which is good. You have divine protection and sanctuary. Yeah, I got twins. Divine. What? Okay. It's like having a sacred area around you that makes you feel protected and safe. So you have all of this energy around you, and this is luck working in your favor, giving you this energy, this feeling. And again, thank you. Emotionally, physically, and mentally is what it's actually saying coming into you. Now, in the fourth position, we're dealing with the immediate outcome, immediately what is coming towards you, and we're dealing with Dagas. Now, Dagas is actually coming into play. We're dealing with dawn, we're dealing with intuition, lightheartedness. That's like a new beginning, a new brightness. Like when the dawn first comes, that's a new day. So we have this dawn, this new day coming towards you. And it's something that's coming immediately, which is pretty good. Isa is ice. So ice, okay, what's ice? Frozen water. So we're dealing with cosmic coherence, which is understanding of what's coming and things to come. Okay, so this is quite beneficial to you as well. And again, that was for Alice. All right. Yep, twins, Nikki. They were telling me too. All right, guys. Hello, Shield. I ran over today. And don't forget to check out Mystery Behind the Scenes tomorrow night. And then we have Beacon in the Dark with Marcy and I on Friday. Then let's see, Sunday we have oh my God, the Orion Effect. Don't forget to check them out. Like, subscribe, and follow to all of the Rift Nation Network channels. So thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully I did help you, and that's what it's about. So I want you guys to have an absolutely wonderful week. Okay, and remember to work on whatever we need to work on, including me, because I do the divination readings for myself as well. So let's see if we can find the out. And don't forget to check out the sponsors, guys. Awesome peeps. Bye.